What angels do in heaven. Their role in God's presence. When you imagine heaven, what do you picture the angels doing? Floating on clouds, singing endlessly, standing silently around God's throne. The Bible paints a very different picture, a world bursting with activity, filled with purpose, alive with worship, and overflowing with the radiant glory of God. Today we uncover what angels actually do in heaven, in God's immediate presence. It is far more breathtaking than most believers realize. Section 1. Angels dwell in the radiant presence of God. Heaven is not quiet, passive, or empty. It is vibrant, active, majestic, filled with sound, filled with light, filled with worship. Revelation describes flashes of lightning, rumblings, and peals of thunder before God's throne. Angels live in this atmosphere, constantly overwhelmed by the holiness and beauty of God. Section 2. Angels worship God continually. The most prominent activity of angels in heaven is worship. Isaiah 6, the seraphim. They cry, "Holy, holy, holy is the Lord of hosts. The whole earth is full of his glory." They are overwhelmed by God's holiness. I'm not bored, not stagnant, not repetitive. Every moment reveals something new about the infinite nature of God. Revelation 5, multitudes of angels. John describes tens of thousands and thousands of thousands singing and declaring the worthiness of the Lamb. Heaven is an ocean of angelic worship. Section 3. Angels serve God directly from his throne. Heaven is the command center of God's purposes. From there, angels are dispatched, commissioned, sent on missions, instructed, empowered, directed examples, bringing messages to God's people, carrying out judgments, guarding nations, protecting believers, strengthening the weak, fighting spiritual battles, executing God's decrees. Heaven is not a waiting room. It is a headquarters of divine activity. Section 4. Angels observe God's work in salvation. Angels long to look into the beauty of redemption. 1 Peter 1:12. They are watching, learning, marveling, celebrating, rejoicing. They see sinners' forgiven lives transform the church, advancing God's wisdom unfolding every time someone comes to Christ. Angels erupt in joy. Luke 15:10. Section 5. Angels minister to God. This is a profound truth. Angels don't just minister for God, they minister to him. They stand ready before him, respond instantly to his voice, adore him, serve him with gladness, carry out his will with joy. Their service is worship, their obedience is praise. Section 6. Angels fill roles in the heavenly order. Heaven is structured. God's kingdom is organized. Angels hold ranks, roles, offices, responsibilities. Examples: seraphim, worship around the throne; cherubim, guardians of God's glory and holiness; archangels, messengers and warriors, watchers, heavenly observers, ministering spirits sent to serve believers. Heaven is a functioning kingdom, not chaos. Section 7. Angels proclaim God's judgment and salvation. In Revelation, angels blow trumpets, pour out bowls, announce judgments, proclaim warnings, preach the eternal gospel, announce Babylon's fall, declare Christ's victory. They are God's heralds, his spokesmen in the final days. Section 8. Angels stand in awe of Christ. This is one of the most powerful truths. In heaven, angels direct their worship toward the Lamb. Revelation 5 shows angels, living creatures, elders, all creation falling face down before Jesus. This means Jesus is the center of heaven. Jesus is the focus of angelic worship. Jesus is not one among many. Jesus is the exalted King. Section 9. What this means for believers today. Why does this matter? Because the angels in heaven reveal what worship should look like: reverent, joyful, Christ-centered. How God is served with total obedience and gladness. What God values: holiness, purity, glory, redemption, the triumph of Christ. What your eternal future looks like. Believers will join the angels in worship, service, celebration, beholding God's glory. You are not stepping into something unfamiliar. You're stepping into the worship of heaven. Right now, heaven is alive with angels, worshiping, serving, rejoicing, celebrating redemption, carrying out God's will, standing in awe of Christ. And one day, you will stand where they stand. See what they see. hear what they hear, and worship the same God they worship. The presence of God will no longer be distant. It will surround you, and you will join the angels in the everlasting praise of the one who is worthy.